What it do, what it is, what it ain't. Thanks for listening to the latest episode of the Get Right Podcast. Don't forget to follow and subscribe on Apple Podcasts and Spotify to get notifications of new content. And don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, you dig? Cue the music. Yo, what it do, what it is, what it ain't. It's your boy T. It's the Get Right Podcast, man. And this season 5, episode 2. We're bringing it. We're bringing that heat for 2024, man. And I'm never running solo. You already know what it is. I got the brain trust. We kicked this thing off in Clubhouse. And now we all over. Rod, what's on 3 words, bro?
What up, though?
Yes, sir. And always Mr. Misconception. DC, the people they love, they hate the love, man. I know he gonna have some questions, man, for our guests, man. DC, what's good?
Yeah, it's your boy DC in the place to be. Shout out to the 80s, baby.
We definitely gonna talk about that. So, man, y'all already know, man, we got a dope guest, producer, CEO of his label. He also has a podcast as well with Roth Talk, man, talking music with music guests. We even go back to high school, man. Dude even mossed me. He didn't score a touchdown, but he mossed me on the sideline, man. We played football with each other, man. He got me.
Bro, that shouldn't be hard, man.
Bro, I locked stuff down, bro. I'm gonna let him tell you though, man. But I got my homeboy Stan Harris, aka Rothstein Beatz, man. He's worked with some cool people and he is up and coming. You probably seen him on Beatz. He also gonna be voting for some people, and we're gonna talk about that as well. But Stan, what's good, bro?
Man, what's good? See, how you doing, my guy?
Man, I'm good, bro. Life is good, bro. Man, good to hear from you, man. But man, tell Rod, man. I was nice on the corner, bro.
Yeah, man.
I had a height. I was nice on the corner, but he got me though.
I can't even hold you. You was definitely a feisty motherfucker. You know what I mean? You was feisty. So, you definitely did your thing. But I did, catch you, on the corner. Yeah, I got, but y'all won though. So I got to give y'all credit. Y'all won. So.
But for the record, I'm only 5'6", man. Stan, were you at 6'2", 6'3"? He was already like, see, yeah, bro. I ain't had no choice. He had to get me one time.
I told him to throw it up. Just throw it up, my guy.
I would have ran that play every time. Like, hey, throw it up, bro.
Hey, it didn't work every time, but he got me though. He got me. That's what for football players, man. That's what happens when you put your eyes in the backfield because they had a dog running back, a dog.
Oh man!
And they play action, and I was like, I bit bad. And by the time I looked up, he was on top of my head, bro, on the sideline.
Yes, sir. Good old days, man.
Man, yeah, man. But man, go ahead, bro. Tell the people where you from, where you at, what you doing, bro.
Yeah, man. Again, appreciate y'all fellas for having me, man. Yeah. This is Rothstein Beatz. I'm from Las Vegas, but of course I've been all over, of course, Germany, like you said. But I'm currently in Virginia, Virginia Beach area. I'm a music producer, like you said, podcaster, Grammy voting member, CEO, new also radio personality and DJ for Inspire Radio. So I got a few things going on right now, but yeah, man, appreciate y'all having me up here, man.
Yeah, bro, no doubt, sure. Bro. Whew, you in your bag, bro. You everywhere.
Hey, man, you gotta be, man. You gotta be. A lot of people I look up to, they got a lot of different hustles, so I'm trying to, do the same,
For sure, bro. So, man, as we kick it off, bro, what led you to this direction, bro, doing music, bro? Because I know you was playing sports like we talked about. I know you was in school. You was doing your thing, bro. What navigated you, man? What steered you this direction, bro?
You know what's funny? Actually, in Germany, man, my brother was actually going to the studio. You know what I mean? So that was actually my first time ever experiencing being in that atmosphere because I always wondered how records was made. You know what I mean? I always like, even since I was younger, I'm just like, what is it? Like, how did they make this snare sound like this? Or how did, even though I didn't know what those sounds were, I just kind of, identify certain things.
Yeah.
And so being around my brother and then like my friends, rest in peace to my boy Albert. A lot of them in high school was rapping. And, I used to try to rap and, I was just playing around and just having fun with it. But really, when I went to college, I was trying to do the basketball thing. I ended up getting injured. And so doing that, I actually one of my guys that was in my dorm, he was making beats. And he kind of just showed me how to make beats. And I was making beats on a PlayStation 1. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people couldn't believe it. So he taught me how to make beats originally on the PlayStation 1. And then I ended up, just sticking with it and taking some producer classes, and just learning along the way.
That's what's up. What classes you take? Did you go to like school, like Full Sail or something like that?
Nah, actually, it's crazy. I had got popular on campus because people couldn't believe I was making these beats on PlayStation,
For
and
sure.
so one of my teachers ended up hearing about it. So I guess somebody was talking about it in class, and so she told me, "Hey, I got this producer class we doing at the Boys and Girls Club around the corner from the
Dang.
school." And so I ended up going to these classes, and I didn't know the guy. The guy kind of looked familiar, like somebody I knew, but years later, I found out it was actually Chad Hugo from the Neptunes' cousin who was teaching the class, and he taught us how to use MPC. He taught us how to use Tritons, different sound banks. How to count bars. Pretty much just what I mean. It gave me a lot of information on producing. And I wish I had those beats from back then because I would just be curious, just kind of see what I was on back then. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
I'm mad because I end up leaving my CD book in this shorty car, and she never gave me my CD book back, bro. And you know what I'm saying? So if I find you, girl, got my CD book, I'm gonna get you. You know what I'm saying? But nah. That's pretty much like the beginning classes, and then besides that, I took like piano classes in college, and just being around music people, learning from them as well.
Man,
How do,
that's what's
how do
up.
you make a beat on a PlayStation 1?
I was about to ask the same
Like
thing, bro.
I'm
Like
sitting up
I
here
just thought
like
you just play games.
that's why I'm like my
Yeah,
brain is spinning. Like how do you even do that? I didn't know that was
bro.
possible.
Yeah, it's this program called MTV Music Generator, and up there you can sample up to like 5 seconds, 5 to 10 seconds. And so me and my boy would sample drums from, like, say if DJ Premier left a drum like a kick and snare out open, we'll
Hmm.
sample it and then put it in our beat, and then we'll sample classical songs. We sample in all the classic oldie samples. We used to go to Walmart, and you know how they got those bin of CDs for like $5. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, all them CDs, we'll just go pick up CDs, kind of like crate digging with vinyl. We just go in there and just cop some CDs and then go back and sample them. And we used to have memory cards we would save our beats on.
Yeah, I
You know
remember
what I'm
those.
saying? So yeah. So yeah, that was the struggle back then.
Hmm.
That
Interesting. It's
music
like
generator too, man. I had that thing, bro. Cause I used to make beats on them things too, man.
Facts.
Yeah, I remember that shit. That's wild. Yeah, y'all took it to. I didn't take it to that level though.
Yeah,
Y'all
you took
took
it
it to
to
a
the
whole other level.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's like
That's
it's
crazy.
like MacGyver of mixing, bro.
Right.
Yeah, man. So like you said, you don't meet in that circle from the Neptunes, man. Like, have you seen them again and be
Nah, I
like,
haven't.
yo, I remember you, bro. Like you showed me this.
Nah, man, I've been looking for him, man, and hopefully I run into him and all that. But yeah, like I said, he never said that at all. He never told us that. He just was the instructor. But you know what I'm saying. But then, like I said, years later, it was like, yo, that was what's the name cousin. I'm like, what? I was like, he never, you know what I mean? Because at that time, Neptunes was still on the rise because the Clips actually came to our college, and I remember we was kind of dissing them. He's like, man, who these fake ass rappers with the Porsches? And because we didn't know who they were, so and so they had the Porsches and the this that and the other. So then they gave us their single, and it was grinding. And so and a lot of dudes were just throwing a single on the ground. I was like, man, let me go upstairs and listen to this. I heard that beat, that grinding beat. I ran back there after I heard the track. I ran back downstairs. I was like, man, I need your autograph. He's like, what? I was like,
Wow.
I need your autograph. I was like, y'all gonna be famous. And then they had the video. They had the video shoot about to go down, but
Hmm.
it was like in the hood. So I was like, I wasn't from there, so I was like, nah, I ain't going. So so I'm a traveler. I've been to different places, and certain places, if you ain't known, they don't know you. You just don't go. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So,
Facts.
but like I said, they didn't know they was gonna blow up like it blew up. But once I heard it, I knew that was gonna be that was gonna put him on the map.
Yeah,
Which
that
crazy because that sounds like such a simple beat. I know it's
very.
not.
Right,
I know the
right.
extra. I can't even do the sounds that it do, but just the bass of it just sounds like you beating on the table. It's like it sounds so simple,
Fact.
but I know it's complex.
That's a fact. And they said they had even more sounds than that, but they just took some out. And like you said, sometimes it's the simple things that make the most impact.
Hmm.
That's what's up, bro, man.
Things are
So,
known for stripping down their music. You know what I'm saying?
oh
Fact.
yeah, for
Especially
real.
for real. Especially for real. He gonna strip it down, bro.
Nah, that's what's up, bro, man. So let me ask you, this, bro. Who's your beat makers, man, that inspired you, bro, to get in that chair?
Man,
What's your top
you
five? What's your
top
top
Oh,
five?
five, sheesh, man, because it's a lot. And I've been fortunate to meet some of them. You know, what I mean, not all of them, but I got Pharrell, of course, the Neptunes. I got to put the
hmm
Neptunes in there.
Hmm.
I gotta put RZA. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Because certain beats from him that I don't think nobody else could have made. I gotta say Timberland,
hmm
Hmm.
because I mean, you already know he dope. And then I gotta say, Notch Raw, who's a good friend of mine, Busta Rhymes, and like so many fire records from him. And
Hmm.
and I heard just beats that nobody else have heard, and I almost threw my hard drive away. Like I was like, shit, I don't even want to make this no more. And then lastly, I gotta put in Dr. Dre. I mean, I would, what I
Dre.
mean, Dr. Dre. I gotta put Dre in there because his impact, what I mean, his impact to music and still making impact in music. And you got to do nothing but respect that.
I don't think we heard RZA in anybody's
Nah,
top five.
and I think because and I can definitely he's speaking from a different lens though too.
Hmm.
Being at that board, you know what I
Now
mean?
RZA's
Like,
dope.
and
RZA's
he is
dope though.
dope. He is
Yeah,
dope. I mean, I
yeah.
knew you was gonna say Timbo though, man. You VA, so you gonna say
Yeah, yeah,
you
man.
gonna you
Tim,
gonna say
I
Tim?
mean,
I mean Pharrell VA too. So
Yeah,
yeah.
Neptunes, him and Chad, they
and
yeah.
Neptunes.
knots
They
Yeah.
and knots from VA. So it's a lot of VA. Like a lot of my music taste has, as far as production wise, has been influenced by Virginia. So yeah, for sure, I got to support.
A VA sound is. I think I mentioned this on maybe another pod. Is the unique thing about the VA sound is there is no sound. Like for
Thanks.
example, like you never listen to a beat like, oh yeah, that's a VA beat. It's
it
just some
Hmm.
is.
other that like, oh, those dudes are from VA. Like a Timberland beat, there is no like, oh, that's that Virginia. It's
Right.
Timberland. You know what I'm saying? Or it's not Virginia. It's Pharrell. Like it's just
Hmm.
him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because it affects worldwide. It's not like it's a regional sound.
Yeah.
It's
Yep.
sound that you're gonna hear in Germany, you're gonna hear it in France, and not everybody's song gonna hit like that. But when you hear certain produced Pharrell, that Happy record, that was everywhere. You know what I'm saying? It's
hmm
certain sounds that it's gonna be everywhere, and there's certain sounds that are just gonna be fire in that area. You know what I mean? Or for that area, or down south, or New York, or
Hmm.
whatever kind of sound they going for.
Yeah,
That,
that's what's up.
Virginia too, right?
what was that?
Or no?
Chris Brown. You said Chris Brown? Yeah, Chris Brown from Virginia. Trey Songz. They got some.
It's a lot, and he makes
Missy.
his own beats. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think he really produces for other people like that.
Who?
But
Breezy? Breezy made his
yeah,
own beats? I didn't know that.
hmm yeah. Like I'm not saying he does the whole album. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Nothing like that. But like he gets behind the boards. You know.
Interesting.
Oh, day, man. So I heard you say, man, I was gonna throw my hard drive away hearing some beats. Like, have you ever like sitting down with some of the some producer cats and be like, yo, check this beat out, and they was like, nah, bro, send it back. Like, what was your I
Nah,
mean, have you ever been in that room like that where you're like, dang, okay,
nah, I never got send it back, but they told me how to fix it. Like, for example, Knots. He was vibing, but then he was like, "Yo, instead of using that fake clap, once you use a real clap, like actually sample yourself clapping."
mm,
And I was like, "Next level," you know what I'm saying? Like, and this was probably like 8, 9 years ago. You know what I'm saying? That he gave me a gem, like, you know what I mean? Not everybody gonna share their knowledge and information, but just that one thing made me think about my sounds different. Like, yeah, let me not use no computerized sound. Let me actually make a clap because that would go good with a soulful kind of feel sample. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that right there, like I said, for him to give me that gem, I was like, yo, I appreciate that, and that's something that you can learn from.
Or that you play with live instruments now?
Yeah, I do. I mean, live instruments, shoot, you know, a lot of things you can do on the computer now. So, you know, but I started from the analog days where, you know, I mean, you had to actually connect hardware up in order to, you know, make sound. So I prefer doing that, but you know, nowadays I can make a beat in like 10 minutes, you know what I'm saying, versus back in the day.
Yeah, that's a skill,
AI
man.
stuff like that. You know, you got AI making beats and AI writing
Yeah,
whole
bro.
songs and
Yeah.
shit.
What's your thoughts on that, bro?
Oh
Because I'm really
man.
seeing that with AI can just pretty much write a verse for you now, bro, to make a beat for you. Like, what's your thoughts on that?
Man, it's crazy because they was trying to put an AI generated song in the Grammys, and I'm so glad they shut it down, because
Mm.
I feel as though, man, if you can't sit down and use your brain to create something, then you know you need to go read or something else. You might, you know what I'm saying, you need to get educated
Mm.
instead of trying to lean on technology, lean on yourself. You know what I mean? Lean on yourself, so that way, you know, you have the knowledge and you have the know-how. Because guess what? If AI go down, that your whole career over. You know what I mean? Because
Hmm.
you're
Ooh.
using AI to handicap you, and now you can't even do it yourself. So I don't like lazy people. I don't like people trying to skip steps and take the easy route. If you're gonna do this thing, then you gotta you gotta go through it.
Yeah, and I think it's gonna be more more people that want to hear the realness of a song than not, right? Because, for example, I think we talked about this on one pod. Lil Jon, right, when he made the some cut beat and just putting that chair squeaking.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
AI is not going to do that.
right.
I wouldn't think to do that. Like, how the hell you just hear that chair squeaking? Like, hold up, wait a minute. Yeah, let's throw that in there. Like, that's crazy to me, and that's only something that a human brain can think of.
Man, I could tell you a story
The
about Michael
craziest
Jackson.
sound flip, bro, is Timberland, bro. Like as far as
Yeah, the baby
crazy
cry.
sound flips,
Baby
that
cry.
baby,
That baby
bro.
cry.
Who does that? Who does that? Baby
Yeah.
crying, and then one with the crickets. I think is that the same song?
Y-
No, it's a different song with the crickets, but it's one in a
Mhm.
million. But
Yep.
bro, Timbo, man, he's got to have the craziest sound flips in hip hop history, bro.
I agree
Yeah.
with you, man. Like for you to hear something and then say, "Hey, man, I want to make a beat out of that." You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And Michael Jackson. This is a story about Michael Jackson. They was trying to find a certain snare on the fourth. It was like the fourth snare on the record or on the loop, whatever. And Michael Jackson heard a screwdriver fall from a cabinet and hit like a case top, and he said, "That's the sound."
Mm.
And but before that, hold on, I'm tell you the story. Before that, they laid out 16 snare drums and tried different snares, and he like, nope, 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 that's not it, that's not it. But it took a screwdriver to fall off a shelf and hit the top of some type of top. Of matter of fact, the top of the snare drum. He said Michael Jackson heard it and said, "That's the sound." I said, "What?" I said, "That's how genius this guy
Wow.
was." That he finally heard those. They had 16 snares out here, and he didn't like none of them. And so that's how certain people got to take their music. Is, you know, you got to know where you headed, where you want the sound you're going for. If not, you just, you know, shooting in the dark.
Mhm.
Oh dang, man. What was something that you caught your ear, bro? Like walking outside, driving in the car where you was like, oh shit, I need to hurry and get home.
Oh man, matter of fact, I actually heard it was like a what's those like a construction worker, that the jackhammer kind of sound.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, but it was like it just had a different kind of sound, and then I was like, oh man, that would be crazy if you can have that sound in the you know what I mean, like in the beat. And so I didn't have an exact sound, but it was just kind of like the just the tone of it. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you can just add little background noises,
Yep.
into somebody else's ear, they won't be able to hear it. But if music, then like some people put birds in the background, but you'll never hear it. You know what I'm saying? Like birds chirping in the background, but it's so low that the human ear won't be able to pick it up, but it's still there. You know what I'm saying? So those are little tips and tricks that people do for records.
Interesting.
Jeez. Yo, I'm gonna ask you a question, bro. Like we talked about this on one of our episodes. We talked was 2023. I know you're a voter. You can't say who you vote for. Maybe you can. Maybe you can't. But
Right.
I'm standing on it. Killer Mike's the album of the year. However,
Hello.
however, we talked about it last year because last year, like music, I guess from us as listeners, and I love your opinion. It's kind of like up and down a little bit. But like mostly when I heard and me DC we were talking about it, right? Like we heard a lot of females on air last
Hmm.
year, and we was like, man, 2023 probably was a good era for the women
Hmm.
category. But what was your thought? What was your take of 2023, bro, with music?
No, I think y'all definitely, hit it on the head because it was the age of, like you said, not that many male artists, you know what I'm saying, really having the spotlight. It was
Mm-hmm.
more so, female rappers, female singers, Doja Cat, Victoria Monet, Coco Jones. Like these are people that just took off in 2023. So when people do that, guess what? You stop thinking about the other people that's been going on and other people doing things. So yeah, I really agree with that statement, and I love to see it because they made some fire records. That On My Mama record is going crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like
Hmm.
that was
Yeah.
an anthem. You know what
Yep.
I mean? And then you know what I mean? And scissor. I mean, you know what I mean? It's not like they not bringing the heat. So I love it. I'm down with different people doing different sounds and not doing the same thing. I love people who's individual. So the way I vote, of course, I can't say who
Yep.
because
We tried, y'all.
um,
We tried.
right, because y'all got to wait till February 4th, and then after that,
For
you know what I'm
sure.
saying, then I can talk about it a little bit more. But I will be there in LA for the Grammys February 4th, so it's my first time going. I'm
Congratulations on
excited.
that too, man.
Appreciate it,
Like,
man.
what was that
Appreciate it,
process
brother.
like, bro? Like, how like did somebody like you get a letter in the mail? Somebody email you? Somebody call you and say, "Hey,
Yeah, how
like,
do you get to be a part of the Grammy Illuminati?
yeah,
You
bro,
know
you
what
were a
I'm
voter,
Yeah,
bro. Like,
man.
how did that work?"
saying?
Well, man. First and foremost, man, I got to shout out. I heard y'all say Clubhouse. I got to shout out my Clubhouse family, Music Network, and No Egos. And I host a room on it, and I've had so many Grammy winners, different type of people, come to the room, and so
That's what's
I
up.
wasn't aware of the process until I actually met some voting members, and then they told me kind of, how pretty much the process of getting in. So now, of course, you do have to have some type of credits, you know what I'm saying, some
Right.
type of knowledge, some type of no, you know what I mean. They do check out who you work with, everything because it's kind of like you put a resume out there. You're trying to get a job or you're trying to even get into an organization. Say if you were trying to get into whatever organization, they want to know who is trying to get into the organization. And then you have to be recommended by already existing members. So, you know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? So you can't just walk up and say, hey, man, I want to be a part of this. You have to have
They look at you
two.
up and down, like, who you?
Right, like who brought you in? You know what I mean? And literally, the process took probably like a year to be honest, because I got my first nomination no problem, but guess what? You only get two nominations a year as a voter. You know what I mean?
Mm.
So then, how many? If you know all these people, because it's crazy. I got in this year, and I had 12 people want me to recommend them. I'm like, hold on, my God, I only got two and I've already promised one person one. So you know what I'm saying? So that's what treatment I got. So I'm asking people, and they're like, "Hey man, I don't have any," or "Hey man." So I'm like, man, I'm struggling to find one other. It actually took me like 6 months to find somebody who actually, and it was actually my guy, and I didn't think about it. I'm like, oh my God, I didn't even think about hitting him up, and he actually ended up being a president of one of the chapters, in a different city. So, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, oh man. So he actually gave me that. And so then I missed the cutoff. So I had to wait a whole nother year just to see if I got in because I didn't think about not getting in, but I heard about people not getting in even after they, got recommended by the two people. But fortunately, I was, I got in, first shot. They took us to lunch, and because they didn't tell us we got in, they told us, "Hey, we want to invite you to a lunch." So I thought it was gonna be like another step to the process, but they was like, "No, you got in." And they specifically asked me to bring more people in. They said, "Hey, we need more people in the Virginia area to be a part of it." It's
Yeah.
the DC chapter, so so now I'm getting ready to throw some events and different things to bring more awareness because we need more of us in there for sure.
Man,
Mm-hmm.
repeat that last line, bro.
We need more of us in there for sure. Hello.
Yeah, bro.
Member
That's
of the Grammy Illuminati. I got some questions, man. You
Yeah,
know,
you sound like my boy. He said the same thing. He said, "You." I said, "My guy." I said, "Do they know who they letting in the door?" You know what I'm saying? So they got the wrong one. They made a mistake. It's a clerical error to how I got in there. But I'm gonna listen. I'm in here now.
Mm-hmm.
still trying to figure out how did Macklemore beat Kendrick Lamar for best hip hop album in the Grammys? That was when Good Kid, Mad City came out, and
Hmm.
Macklemore came out with whatever it is he came out, and it was so egregious. Everybody in the arena was like quiet because I had. How did this happen? Can you tell us? Can you tell us? Because I need it. It
Did,
still
did,
hurts me to this day.
did you hear my last line? We need
Mm-hmm.
more of us in there, and that's
Yep.
that's all I got to say. I ain't got to say
That's it.
nothing else.
Yep.
Is more of us when I go to the parties, like I went to a Christmas party and all that. Yes, it's us in there, but guess who majority is? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So if you talking Macklemore, you talking Kendrick, who you think? You know what I'm saying? And so
Right.
again, and that's not saying everybody like that, but you know what I'm saying? But sometimes you gotta call a spade, but that's why for me, my personal goal is hey, you get in here, you get in here, this person get in here. Let's actually get some good balance voting. Let's get some good integrity voting. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? And also you got to campaign, and a lot of people don't know how to campaign to get people to vote for your record. So we need education on that as well. So
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Something
yeah.
like
That
that about
campaign.
campaigning that he didn't realize until later in his career that he needed to campaign because he couldn't figure out why he kept on getting snubbed for awards because basically he would go make his music and just go home basically according
yeah.
to him, and then he got more social and going to the different events and rubbing elbows with the right people, and then he suddenly gets uh, his first Grammy win with King's Disease. So yeah, you're right, man. Sometimes you got to play the game.
Hey man, the people gotta if they feel it's like if I know y'all from this podcast and they say, "Hey, who's the best podcast in the thing?" Who you think I'm gonna pick? You know what I'm
For
saying,
Shout
right?
sure.
out. Shout out.
For sure.
Shout out.
Best podcast.
Man,
Okay,
that's
you need to go ahead and vote for that. You know what I'm saying? So it works the same way in music, TV, film. It all
Mm-hmm.
works the same way. Even when you say, "How this person didn't get this movie to get a Emmy or an Oscar?" Because guess
Mm-hmm.
what? They got a network, meet people, go hang out, go show your face.
Yep.
Same way with campaigning. The politicians, they be everywhere. You know what I'm saying? They
It's
be
all
showing up.
politics.
Come on,
Yep.
my guy. Hello. So yeah, that's it. But that's what I'm saying. We just got to get that knowledge and that understanding, and then now, guess what? We can play on the same level ground and make some change.
boom. Man, that's what's up, bro. And so like I know DC, he'll tell you like speaking of last year, right? He was saying that Big Lotto, that was probably the song of the year. I disagree. But it was fire though. He
I
was cooking
disagree
though.
too.
But and Cardi, man, like as a producer, right? She ain't drop an album. She's still riding a
Hmm.
wave from an album she dropped what going on 7 years now?
Hmm.
8 years now, bro. Like that's crazy, man. But I want to ask you this because as 2023, man, I hope you can answer this, man. Who was your top producers that you were like, yo, they coming? Like at like 2023, who was banging out for you?
Man, sheesh. I got to get Hit Boy some props, man.
Yeah.
Hit Boy, with those projects, man. Like, I didn't like all the records. Be honest, I didn't like all of them, but the ones I did like,
Mm-hmm.
I really, really like, and I thought was creative. So I
Hmm.
got to give him props. Dang, I forgot that one producer, young kid. Um, ATL Jacob. You know what I'm saying? I like ATL
Yep.
Jacob, what he did with Future and Drake and all that. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you know, it's a lot of dope people. I mean, Metro Boom is still doing his thing, so it's still, you know what I'm saying, it's still some people still cooking. So you know, but it's a lot of like a lot of, you know, people who I don't want to say new, like Lotto producer and different, you know what I mean, even with that, you know, on the floor. I love the record, but I don't, you know, honestly, I don't think it's, to me personally, was the song of the year, but it still was
Right.
fire. It still was like
Yep.
maybe top 10. You know what I mean? I liked it a lot, but because every time I talk to a girl, they be saying that stuff. Put on the, I'm like, girl, you ain't no Lotto. You know what I'm saying? So she had all the girls saying all the lines,
Yep.
and when you could do that, then your song is definitely infectious.
All day, man.
Yeah,
If it's not her, then who had the song of the year 2023?
If he can
Mm.
say, if you can
Well,
say.
I look, I already put my votes in, so I'm gonna give y'all a different answer than the one I voted for. But
No Grammy for song of the year though, is it for hip hop? There's no hip hop song of the year Grammy, is there?
yeah, there is. That some of the songs I was surprised. I'll be honest. I didn't think the record was. Now I do got to say this though. Some people don't even submit those songs to go for a Grammy, so that's another part of the process as well. Is some people don't even submit the record to be considered, or the record has to come out within a certain time frame. Because some records came out 2019 and then they start popping in 2022. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
But so
wow.
it don't fit within the category time. So that be the issue with a lot of the hip hop records is sometimes our records take a year or two to pop before, you know what I'm saying, before it really gets attention. So that's kind of our, and that's what I'm saying. This is the education piece of people got to support the record when it comes out, because if it takes a year or two before it gets some steam, guess what? You're outside of that window to submit it for Grammy.
Wow. So like,
So
let
yeah.
me ask you this.
DC, do you be in the car saying "rip me out the package, bro"? That's what you be doing.
Not at all, bro. Not a, hey. Hey man, look, I see. I'm just an objective observer, bro. And like my man said, bro, like any kickback party situation, they asking for that lotto, bro. So
That's true.
that's why I got to give it song of the year. You know what I'm saying? That's what the people want. We got to give the people what they want.
That's a fact.
That's fair, bro, man. So let me ask you. So like, when you say you
Yeah,
get
let me
that
just be
list,
clear. It's not my personal song of the year,
okay.
but you know what I'm saying? If I
If you
just
had the choice, right?
observe the impact and everything, I objectively I have to give that song of the year. That's what I mean by that.
That's fair.
Mhm.
That's
Yeah.
fair, bro. So I mean, so Rothstein, let me ask you this, bro. Like, so when you say you get that list of songs or all the categories, are you in a room with individuals, or you able to be at home and kind of say, all right, let me listen to all of these things so they
Oh
can
my
get a
God,
clear vote,
bro.
or do you got to sit in a room with a bunch of people and then y'all giving each other the gas face if it's fire, or y'all giving that side eye like, bro, I can't believe they put this in front of us.
Yeah, man. Well, the crazy part is of course there's levels into the Grammys organization as well. So of course as a voter I'm a vote, but then they got like a board above us. You know what I'm saying? So those are people that once we make our selections, they look at everybody's selection and then they kind of take it. You know what I'm saying? And then they take it from there. But just to get back to the process, no, it's you do it at home because it's so many songs. I don't think y'all understand how many songs that you got to choose from. It took me like 2.5 hours. I almost missed the cutoff time because I was waiting to the last minute. But anyway, I like so you got to go 16 categories pretty much. Like it's so many different categories, and then you got to pick. They give us a certain amount that we can choose from. So you don't have to pick all 16. You just pick a certain amount, especially what you specialize in, and
Mhm.
then and then that's what you'll vote on. So you know what I'm saying. So, but it's like each category say got 500 songs. You know what I'm saying? So it's like but since this is my first time voting, I wanted to go. I went through and I looked at a lot of the songs. I'll be honest. I listened to them. I put my opinion. I wrote down stars. You know what I mean? I gave my choices because it's so many songs. So you know what I mean. So, but I went through, I listened Spotify, and it also helps the artist get a stream as well. You know, I'm always pay the artist. So I did that, and then I gave, you know what I mean, and then I had some of my friends that I knew that had some records that was out there. You know what I mean? So then I'm like, oh, dope. You know, I didn't even know they had a record out there. You know what I mean? So, and then if people campaign to you, hey, I got a song, and then if you like it when you check it out, then guess what? Then you can get a vote that way as well. So yeah, so you can do it at home, but it is probably about a 2 to 3 hour process, just going through the records. So the best thing now for next year, I'm gonna I'm gonna do it early. Matter of fact, for round two, which this is for to actually win the Grammy. I was on it. Like I didn't waste no time. I knew it
Yeah.
because I knew last time I waited the last day because I kept forgetting, and then I was trying to rush and do it, and I was like, oh no. So this time, I got knocked it out early. I went through the records. I did the same process, and I'm looking forward to see who's gonna win the Grammy.
That's what's up, bro. That's what's up, man.
Industry is like kind of known to, kind of chew them up, spit them out, kind of thing. They talk about how tough it is to get in the industry. Could you talk about just, I guess, your journey into it? I know you talked about what drove your passion, but
Mhm.
like actually getting into the industry to the point to where like you could actually make a living, you know what I'm saying, doing it.
Facts. Yeah, man. It took a minute, man. I can't even hold you. It took a minute, because life, life happened. You know, what I mean, I had kids, I got married, all type of things. So I kind of like took a step back. Well, let me start over. Let me take you back to when I started doing music. So when I was in college, that's when I really, really got into doing music. And then after college, I ended up kind of like I was like making beats and rapping.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean at that time, and that was kind of like around the Kanye time. So I ended up doing a CD out in Vegas called Getting Dough in 702, and and it was like doing like people was loving it. You know what I'm saying? And so I ended up going out to LA, and I went to a music conference, and I was just handing out CDs. I just kept handing out CDs, and then eventually I ended up getting a phone call, and it was from I ain't gonna say the late, because I got a little smoke with them, but they taught me the game. You know what I'm saying? They taught like I'm mad that how you know what I mean. Like I was green, I ain't know nothing about it, but like I said, it made me want to learn about the music industry because But anyway, I'll get to that. So anyway, I get a call from a lady. She has a sub label through Universal, so she actually worked at Universal, and so she knew the people at the music department, and so they actually gave her a sub label, like her own independent label, which had distribution through Universal. And so she loved the CD I had, you know what I mean. And then she was like, "Hey, well, we're getting ready to take this thing online to the digital world." I'm like, "The digital world?" She's like, "Yeah, we're gonna give you a digital distribution deal." And mind you, this is like 2007. You know what I'm saying? So this is like the beginning of, all they getting ready to load. That's what before
Yeah.
streaming
Almost like the
started really getting
ringtone
ready.
era.
Yeah, yeah, the ring. Yeah, like right in that. That's where it was going to. And so I'm like, hey, I don't get no record deal. She's like, nah, we're gonna get you a distribution deal. She's like, we're gonna put you on Spotify, Napster, this, that, and the other, da 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 da. So I'm like, cool. I know these platforms getting like are just starting and all this stuff. And so yeah, so I did that. She told me if I got to a certain amount of downloads, that Universal would step in and possibly offer me a major label deal. And so I was going to Utah, Arizona, Cali, all those places selling, downloads. And so I met that mark, but nothing happened. So I'm like, yo, what? I'm like, yo, y'all told me, and I ain't got no money. You know what I'm saying? Like, and
Mm.
they was, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I ain't get paid or this. And so she kept trying to, tell me this, tell me that. And so, and eventually I ended up just leaving the whole deal. Like, it was for a certain amount of years, and then I just decided not to re up. But then after that, I met different people from different labels and different things like that. And then I just started shopping my beats. Like I stopped rapping, and then I just went strictly on producing. And then I end up working with the one of the lead singers from 702. I started doing stuff with them. I started meeting just different people in different camps. And so people just start knowing I had beats. You know, I almost got that placement with Trina. You know what I mean? Just different things. I kept submitting beats to people, and you know what I'm saying? And really, really, a couple people bid. And this was like the mixtape era. So it wasn't even like they was using it for their album. It was just like mixtape stuff. And so once people started knowing I had beats and stuff like that, then I started working with more and more people. And that's kind of how I got into the industry is through my production, and people started knowing I had beats, and then people started, start working with it, and then later on, just kind of fast forward, start working with Papoose and just different people like that.
Missions you put in. How often would you say like uh one gets picked up?
Sheesh, man, it's like hitting the lottery for real. It's like literally hitting the lottery because um you have to wait months and months and months, and then you if even if it gets to the last phase of the album and then
Mm-hmm.
the A&R decides to cut that track, then or put another track on the album, then you don't really know you got the placement till the album come out. That's how it used to be. Like you have to just pray, and then next thing you know, oh, I made an album, or you get a call from the label, oh, I made out. You know what I mean? Because one time the management team was hyping me up about a situation, and I'm like, oh, for real? She like, she loved the record, she recorded it, da 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 da, and then it just nothing happened. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so the music industry is a big relationship, place, and so that's why networking is so important.
All day. That's what's up, bro. Like, so you got all these beats, you putting these placements out. These beats like your kids in itself.
Facts.
Have you ever felt like you heard something and you was like, man, they did this to my beat. I can't believe this. I want it
Man, I
back.
got so many stories. I could tell
You ain't gotta
y'all that
name
happened
names.
last. Oh man, I ain't gonna name names because I don't want to go viral because it's easy to go viral now. But I ain't gonna name names. But there was a record. I was in Miami. Matter of fact, my phone blowing up. Bro, I heard you on such and such album. Yo, beat on such and such album. I said, yo, it ain't. I said, what? I said, I ain't got no call. And my lawyer ain't hit me. Nobody ain't tell me. It was like, I'm telling you, like five people, even on social media, was like, yo, congrats, because this is a big time artist. And I have beat tapes that I put out. And I had put this
Hmm.
beat out probably like 2018, 20 something like that. It's been out for a minute, and then somebody just last year had it on the album. The same, what I mean, it was a sample, but people thought they already heard it for years, like 4 or 5 years, and then it did kind of go viral on TikTok. So you know what I'm saying. So I was just like, it is what it is. I ain't gonna call their name, but I'm definitely gonna have a conversation if I ever talk to them. And then before that, I was at a convention in Vegas, and this was the CD days. This is when the CDs was popping. It was a certain big time artist he was walking through, and I was trying to hand him my CDs, a beat CD, and his entourage kind of moved my arm back. And so, what I mean, I would then me and the dude was kind of we want to go. I was about to get into it, but then the artist was like, "Yo, hold on." He's like, "What are you trying to do?" I was like, "I'm just trying to get this beat CD." And then probably a year or so later, I hear the same beat but sped up. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, that's coincidence. You know what I'm saying? I gave this beat CD to this, but that's what I'm saying. I was young and just hungry trying to get in the industry. And you know what I'm saying? And that's why sometimes you got to be careful. You know what I mean? Like, especially with music, man, because anybody can replay it now. Anybody can replay it, redo it, strip it down or whatever, speed it up. They can do all that nowadays. So
Hmm.
you definitely got to treat, like you said, like your kids. You're not gonna let your kids go to anybody's house. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna let your kids get babysit by anybody. You got to know you know what I mean, who you trust in you know what I mean, your family too. So that's kind of how I treat my beats now.
Yeah, that's a good analogy with a babysitter
Oh
all
yeah.
day, man. So you
Man,
is
you've been talking about networking and whatnot, man. You been to any Diddy parties, man?
Hell no. I ain't that famous. I ain't on that level. I bet when he said my name, y'all like who? So that's what I'm saying. I ain't that famous. So.
no, he said he said it to take the house.
Yeah, man.
Oh man.
Just say no.
Oh
Facts.
man. Oh man. That's what's up, bro. So
Don't be thirsty. Pause.
Right.
yeah, bro. Yeah, man, and definitely protect yourself at all times, man. It's like a boxing fight, man. So
Facts.
speaking of punches and jabs, In your opinion, who was the best? Who's the best lyricist? The bar for bar, bro, in 2023. In your opinion.
Mm. Man, you know what? It's crazy because the internet, like, you're able to just see so many different people from so many different places now. So
Mm-hmm.
I love the internet because I discovered artists that, man, I'm like, yo, you is dope. You know what I'm saying? They just bringing a different energy to lyricism. What's the group Costa Contra or something like that? Costa,
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. They dope.
yeah, like
I only heard
they
their
dope, man.
freestyles, but I
That's what
Yeah,
I'm
they go
yeah,
saying. Like,
crazy.
yeah.
I love what they was doing. I love what the Russell was doing. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? I like Simba. I like what Simba doing.
Mm-hmm.
Um, man, who else? Man, there's so many, man. I can't even hold you. It's an independent artist that I've been meeting that's dope. That music that's on the way. So I'm feeling real. I feel like we went through like a like kind of like our Great Depression of music, and now we
Mm.
getting ready to get to the Renaissance. You know what I'm saying? To the good shit now, because we sick
That's a
of
good.
hearing all the bad shit.
That's a good take. Hmm. That's an interesting take, bro. Because we all three of us agree to that. Like, it kind of 2023 wasn't as captivating. Obviously, like when for me, the guys who was spitting, like yeah, Simba. For me, J. Cole definitely kept a
Oh
pulse
yeah, facts.
for hip hop. Because I mean,
He
everything
was
he
going
jumped on, damn near
crazy.
turned to gold. like,
Facts.
like, but man, that's an interesting take, bro. To say that, like the Renaissance, man. So, what is your expectation for 2024 for
I
you and
feel.
music, for you and
Oh
music?
man, for me, I can honestly say I'm making the best music of my life right now. Like, I feel like if you know what I mean, I feel like elevation, and that's how I feel like for 2024 is we getting sick of all the fake stuff, we getting sick of all the cap stuff, we getting sick of all the nasty talk, all the what I mean. We want to hear the real. We want to hear somebody I can relate to. We want to hear somebody going having a bad day. Somebody not being in, like, we want to hear, we want to hear about being in love. We want to hear all the real stuff. So I feel like for 2024, the people that's going to win this year is going to be people who's authentic, people who's saying something,
Hmm.
people who it don't matter how they look, it's about their talent. So I feel like that's what's on the rise, and you know what I'm saying. And then when we look at the recap for 2024, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna see that, dang, that person, you know what I mean. People gonna fall off, and people gonna rise, and the people, and there's gonna be some people fall off this year that had a hell of a 2023.
Hmm. That's what's up, man. Is anybody any? Can you share? Is it because I know you got you moving. Anybody anybody you working with for 2024, or we just need to be on the
uh,
lookout?
well, I can't, man. One of them I can't say because I don't say nothing to the ink dry. You know what I mean? That's why,
Oh,
like, I be
okay. Talk your
having
talk. Yeah.
situations. Yeah, because I don't like to say nothing till it's for sure, for sure. You know what I'm saying? Because I've had that happen. I was, what I mean, getting ready to celebrate, and then the record ain't come through, and it's like, man, like, I ain't make the album, and then, nah, sorry. I'm like, what? So, you know what I mean? Y'all had me send all this stuff and do all this, and then it still didn't go through. So that's why I say again, it's the relationship piece.
Hmm.
But then I would say for this year, I plan on working with some major artists, but I've been on my sync sync licensing. So that I would say look out for me. I've submitted some for BMF, all Queensmen. You
Oh,
know,
word. That's what's
yeah.
up,
So be
bro.
looking out for me on those type of show. I'm working on TV and movies now, and actually I got a film that's gonna be out this year that I got a record on,
That's what's up.
and I'm be yeah. So this year for me is TV and movie year for me.
That's what's up, bro. That's fire. Yeah, yeah. I follow BMF. That's a good show. 50 doing his
Yeah,
thing.
I love those.
With that
Yeah, I love that show. So
50
yeah,
doing his
we got
ride.
we
That's
got
that's
some.
ride home, bro. He know all about it. He'll tell you like, oh yeah,
Oh
yep.
nah, man.
That's
Wait.
Detroit.
Listen,
He'll tell you that's Detroit. Yep, that's that part of
listen.
that town.
That music that's getting ready to come on that show is gonna be so fire. So that's what I'm saying. Yeah, just be on the lookout.
No doubt, bro. This is
For
definitely.
people who might fall off. I tell you who I think might fall off. It was in danger of falling off as far as the younger marquee rappers. Little baby, man. I think he had a sophomore slump,
You think so?
and oh, definitely, I do. And if he don't come with something in 2024, bro, I think his.
I don't think it's baby. I don't pick him. I pick Roddy. Unfortunately, I like Roddy Rich, but I think
Mm.
he might hit a slump. Obviously, Rothstein can't speak on this right now, so he's just listening. But but
Let
that's
y'all
just
say,
me.
and let y'all say your piece.
Yeah, that's just me though. I think baby's still there, bro. I can't take him out the fight yet, bro. I think I'm worried about Roddy though. Me, that's what I'm worried about, man. What you think, Rod?
Roddy was even one of them dudes anyway. I thought he had the one song.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I've always looked at him more of as a one hit wonder almost with the whatever that
The
song was.
bots.
yeah,
Yeah,
Mhm.
the
the
box.
bots.
Yeah,
Nah, he had
like
more than that, bro.
aside from that,
Yeah, he
He
had
had
more
a
what has
than
he
that,
really
couple.
bro.
done?
He
He
had a
got some
couple.
couple, bro. What you think though, Rod? You think it's baby? I don't think it's baby, bro. I can't put him there
I
yet.
don't, I don't listen to none of them. So
You
I
already in the
got,
Renaissance.
yeah, I got no dog in that fight. I don't really rock with anyone on an album tip. I might listen to their song or two, but neither one of them is. I can't speak on either one of them. I
Yeah.
can't tell you if they fell off or not. But yeah, I don't really. I don't know. There's not a lot of ton of other younger artists that I'm really digging like that. You know what I mean? Again, my ears are just different. I just like gritty, old school. I like a variety of stuff, but
Bro, you listen to Griselda, bro. I can't get to that. Bro, yo, Rothstein, you
yeah,
listen to Griselda, bro?
Oh
uh,
yeah, man. Definitely
uh,
listen to
See,
Griselda, man.
I can't
uh,
get in it. I can't get in it. I'm the only one, man.
yeah,
Out of the four right now talking.
You don't
It's
like
just
real hip
me.
hop, man. It's okay.
yeah.
Um,
Like Boldy just put out a project this month. You know what I mean? I just listened to
hmm
yesterday, folding clothes. Like I'm an old man now. That's what I got to do. Listen to music while I'm folding
Fold
clothes.
close.
Yeah.
Word.
So I rock with Boldy, man. Boldy James. He from the
Right.
city, so I got to show love. But um, yeah, it's not a ton of like younger artists that I can be like, oh yeah, the rise and fall of is. I just don't give them that much time and attention, to be honest with you.
Hey man,
Yep.
that's fair,
it's supposed to
bro.
drop pretty soon. Speaking of Griselda, Benny the Butcher's coming out with an album. I think he just signed with Def Jam,
Benny
Yeah,
straight though.
and
I rock with Benny.
Benny better than straight, bro.
major label
No, I
debut. I
mean,
think.
yeah, he is better than straight. Like out of that group though, Benny is the probably the who I gravitate to the most. He be spitting.
Conway be spitting. Boldy, I mean, they all got their thing,
Yeah, they all got they own individual. They kind of got like you know what I mean, they own individual style. So that's
Hmm.
what make them unique, man. And yeah, I'm like you said, it's not for everybody, but for the people who do rock with them, they got a hell of a fan base. Like their
They
fan
Yeah.
do.
base rock with
No,
them
they do.
heavy. So
Uh,
yeah.
well, you know what? A guy I can tell you who kind of fell a little bit. Again, I don't listen to him like that, so, but I don't hear him as much on the really anything. The baby, I haven't heard much from him in a while.
Mm.
So he's probably one of those guys that had a nice little pop off for a second and then it kind of
He had that
faded a
single
little
though.
bit.
That hands on your knees. Yeah, that thing was going crazy last year.
Yeah, but it had homegirl on it, so it's kind of hard to listen to. Yeah,
Oh man,
I ain't gonna disrespect her. There's a market for everybody.
there's a
A
market
lot
for
of
everybody, man.
a lot of people like her.
Who y'all talking about?
Talking about your favorite, bro, sexy
Sexy
red.
red.
Why you call it my favorite?
Cause bro, you be
He just
vouching
be over
for
here
her,
making
bro.
stuff up, bro.
You be vouching for her, bro. You vouching for
How exactly? What does that even? How about for?
her, bro.
I don't even know what you're talking about, bro. T don't even
You, bruh,
what?
bro. We was all at dinner, bro. Man, don't be arguing in front of company, bro. Man, we was at dinner.
Yo, you tripping, bro?
We was at
See,
dinner with
see what
all
it
of our
is.
wives, bro.
This
And
is
you was
this
like,
is what the
you.
mayor does. The mayor will come out and just make up whatever kind of whatever sound
I ain't
shit
making
come
it
up.
up, bro. You was like, bro, she popping, bro, and you can't ignore the fact that she popping because everybody is singing that song, bro. And
That's
I
not
can't.
vouching. That's an
You,
objective
hey, I
fact.
was like, yo, it's trash, bro. He was like, no, bro, it ain't trash because people listening to it. So I was like, you valid
Nah,
points,
I, th-
valid
I
points. You said.
I think he was talking about Lotto in that scenario,
Mm-mm.
if I
It wasn't
remember
Lotto. It
correctly.
was Sexy Red. Cause we was all at dinner,
Remember
bro.
that
After we went
combo
to
was
that
like
Ryan
that.
Davis. After we went to dinner. After we saw Ryan Davis, and he was like, "Yo, everybody listen to it, bro." He was like,
Man,
"You
he
can't,
pulling
you
out
can't ignore it."
receipts. He
Yeah,
pulling
bro.
out
I'm
receipts
not,
right
bro.
here.
His points were valid though. His points were
You got
valid,
two
but no
people. You
one.
got two people saying it was Lotto. One person saying it was Sexy Red.
I'm just, bro. It was Sexy Red,
I
bro.
But I
But
mean, shout out to her though.
yeah,
I
she
ain't gonna
she
hate on
she
nobody bread though. Like
she making money, bro. Like, but
if
again, like we'll see what
yeah,
happens next year, right? I would say Rothstein made a good point. Like, it may go back to that Renaissance. They want that authentic. It's not what you look like.
yeah.
It's not all about just being nasty. So now you
But
gotta have a little bit more. You have to have a little more context to now what you spitting. So we'll see.
it's all in what your end goal is because honestly, you get a hit single, you can make bread off of one single if you got the right contract, bro. So I could be good for life off that one single and could care less about making a music career. You know what I mean? So it all depends on what your end goal is. Some people are just
Facts.
built for that slight wave, right? They can have a nice summer, and that nice summer can be their life.
Hmm.
I think she gonna be one of those people.
We'll see. We're gonna watch. We'll watch. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wish everybody the best. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, you know, as a listener and a consumer, because we're the ones who gonna press play, right, to give the streams and all that. We'll see. You know what I mean?
That's a
We just
fact.
got to see, like, that's what we going to hit play on or skip or whatever the case may be. So I'll be interested, man, and watching out what's happening, man. Speaking, I was watching it. I got two more questions for you, Rothstein, for you, did, bro. Like, I saw in the interview because I do my homework, bro. It's like watching film on you, bro, back in high school. I do my homework, bro. You was on an interview. I think it was like local news. You said
Mhm.
something about watching a room, bro. And it kind of like spoke to me. Like, you was like, man, you got to watch the room where you go because not everybody's for you. You know, when you're in this industry, and you kind of hit on it a little bit, obviously, you know, without naming names, dealing with
Mhm.
deals and contracts and stuff like that. But man, like, share to the listeners, folks who getting in this game, like, what exactly when you say like, hey man, watch the room of the rooms
Yeah,
you walk.
man. You definitely gotta watch the room you walk in because either you gonna walk into a room where you're gonna be the prey or the food, or you gonna come into the room as a partner, as a somebody that you can do business with. So it's gonna be up to you to decide, which one you gonna be. Now, if you don't know, if you walk into a room and you don't even know what you're getting yourself into, guess what? That's easy food for them. But if you walk into a room and you saying certain things and you talking to certain things, then they kind of gotta respect you more. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh no, this ain't gonna be no easy such and such. This or they know it, or the reason they brought you there is because they know it's not gonna be that. But for certain people, they already know like, oh, this right here, because you gotta think about it, it's like a business. And if I hire you to be my employee, you know what I'm saying? All you
Mm-hmm.
gotta do is rap and sing or do whatever I tell you to do. I got the music, I got the lyrics. All you gotta do is perform it. Then guess what? That's what you'll turn into. You'll turn into a performer. And you don't have no real talent like that songwriting because they always write your songs for you. You don't have a talent producing because they always got a producer for you. So guess what? You're just the entertainer. And so some people don't mind being entertainers. Some people don't mind entertaining people. You know what I mean? But then some people are really passionate about music. Some people write, sing, compose, engineer. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
They really passionate about their music. So no matter what room you walking in or getting into, you read it, you look around, see who in there. And if you don't know who they are, get to know who they are. You know what I'm saying? And then you know what I'm saying, and see who you're dealing with. And vet people. You gotta vet people. You know what I'm saying? It's like if you try to get a estimate for something and you only go to one place and you think that's what the price is, but sometimes you can go somewhere else and be like, nah, it's this. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, it only gonna cost you this. And he like, dang, this person was gonna charge me that. And that's just due to you not doing your due diligence. And that's anything you get into, any contract you sign, any company you do business with, you want to do your due diligence and see their reputation, see what type of business they doing. Because just because they've been around a long time don't mean they doing the best business. So you definitely got to know what you're getting yourself into.
Bars. Whoever listening, take notes. Right
Hello.
here all day, bro. Man, you got any questions for us, bro?
Yeah, man. I want to ask y'all what made y'all get into the podcasting, man? Because y'all over here cooking, man. I'm definitely enjoying my time here.
Man, that's a good question. I'm gonna say Rod. This is all on Rod. Even though he'll tell you he like the most humble dude and reserved dude, it was mostly him. This was like his baby, I would say. And shoot, I just happened to link up with him. The pandemic brings a lot of people close. They're like, this is my homie. And like his wife and my wife are thick as thieves. To be honest, like they make plans without us even knowing. We just happen to be texting. He be like, "Oh, I'm supposed to be coming to your crib tonight." I'm like, "I guess so," and vice versa. And so it's one of those things, man. And then like our kids are damn near twins.
Oh,
Because they're like what, a day apart, 2 days apart.
2 days. Yep.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So um, it just it became organic. I know he started doing some stuff. Like I said,
Mhm.
Clubhouse. He used to ask us like, "Hey man, you want to join us?" And just I want to have
Hmm.
some conversation. It was just dope, man, because he thinks a lot of stuff out loud sometimes, and I'm like, "Oh yeah, you should share that. That's a dope question." And it was just fun, man. It was just fun, man. Just for him asking me to be a part of it and doing it.
Yeah. Yeah, it was
Dope.
organic, man. Like I was starting one with another individual, and I'm a strong believer in everything happens for a reason, and God don't make mistakes. So,
Bars.
Hello.
you know what I
Hello.
mean? That situation didn't really pan out just from a timing issue. Like me and my homie is we still close, text every day. I'm in a group chat with him, but the timing just wouldn't. It just didn't align at the time that we were trying to get this thing popping. And T was doing a clubhouse, DC was doing a clubhouse with me, and really it was just an avenue to get some thoughts out, bro. Like I was telling people I haven't been in a barber shop, like in a legit barber shop, in 20 plus years probably. And some of the dopest conversations to always happen in the shop, the best debates, the
Mm-hmm.
best
Facts.
life experience or life well, scenarios you would hear, right? So I'm like, you know what? How can we emulate that and bring that fellowship back
Yo.
in a space to where others can hear it? So I mean, I asked T one day, like, bro, like this ain't working out with homie. You want to step in? He was like, yo, I was just waiting for you to ask. And then DC kind of it was probably like a month later. DC was like, yeah, we should start this podcast. And they put me on the chat with DC, and basically it's been going since then. I was like, yeah, I mean, I already had the name and all that stuff, which was taken by the time we actually got something stood up. So we rebranded, redid everything, and probably within 2 or 3 weeks we were podding, which is crazy because before it was like 2 or 3 years be trying to get it up and running.
Mm,
And within 2 or 3 weeks with these guys, we've been doing it ever since. So it's crazy how it happens.
that's dope.
Yeah, that was DC, bro. Like again, like I said, we it's definitely organic. All three of our wives are cool with each other. Um, and I think yeah, we went on that trip to Florida. That trip to Florida when it was like wasn't as
Yeah,
busy at Universal because it was still kind of like towards the end of the pandemic, but we were still in it. And that was DC. This dude, man, this dude a riot, bro. If you ever around him, Stan, I promise you, bro. But DC was like,
we
yo,
just kicking it. Yeah,
we
we
just
just
kicking
kicking
it.
it.
And then we got back. We got back from Florida. DC came over to my house that next weekend. Was like, yo, man, that dude Rock cool as shit, bro. Like, bro, man, we gotta. I was like, yo, it's funny you say that, bro. Let's all get on a group text. And that's how I literally vibed out, bro. That's literally how it
Yeah,
happened, bro.
because all that other stuff leading up, I wasn't even aware of. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
I think I know. I think I was on a couple of the clubhouse joints, but
Hmm.
Yep.
then I didn't realize that that this was something that that you were looking to build on. And then, like you said, we were just chit chatting and just kicking it. I'm like, shit, bro, I can go get a mic real quick. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's how it was. I was like, yo, we should probably, like, how does this work? I don't even know. Oh, you need a microphone? Okay. Well, I'm gonna run to the store real quick. We can start on Tuesday,
Literally,
and
bro.
something like that.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm
You
saying?
know
You know
what I'm
how it is,
saying?
bro. You making beats. You like, bro,
Yep.
let me go to, you might go to Guitar Center or Amazon. That's the same thing. I'm like, bro, I'm
Yep.
about to go Amazon. We about to order this stuff. We gonna do this, bro. Let's do it like this. And then, yeah, man. But appreciate you, bro. Definitely on that,
For
man. Cause
sure. For
we
sure.
trying, bro. We trying. So now people tell you though, you got to vote.
You already know. You already know the number one
Get
podcast.
us in that room, bro. Get us in that
You,
room. Trying to nominate.
listen, man. I'm bringing all my homies through. They don't even. That's what I said. They don't even know who they letting in because I'm bringing everybody through. I'm bringing everybody to the party. Because
Hmm.
y'all been rocking so long and we just been in the background just being disappointed. Like you said, I was disappointed about the Kendrick Lamar situation. You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
Hmm.
what? I'm like, he ain't get the Grammy? Like that album went crazy. So now to
Yeah.
fast forward, now for me to be there and make an impact, that's when I realized I'm like, yo, we gotta if you love music and you're a part of it or this, that, and the other, man, it's your duty to vote. You know what I'm saying?
For
to
sure.
to change to change because your life changed overnight when you win the Grammy. You know what I'm saying? Your money changes overnight when you win the Grammy.
Hmm.
That part.
So, you know what I'm saying? It's the most prestigious musical award. So, you know what I mean? To be able to help choose that and decide that, man, I said I was gonna go to the Grammys, but I thought I would be nominated. That was my on my vision board or my, you know what I mean, my goal board. And but to be a part of it, I feel like it's even doper too. You know.
Oh, bro, like I
Hmm.
said, God don't make no mistakes. He got you to the door still.
For
Hello.
sure.
He didn't tell you how you was gonna get through it, bro.
Exactly, exactly.
If we all knew that, bro,
The
we all be hitting the lotto.
Right.
can can we hopefully artists can stop the cap moving forward like they don't want a Grammy, bro. Like it might not be their main goal, but like you say, it's the most prestigious award and you want to be rewarded for the work you put out. Obviously your fans are your biggest reward and you get some monetary success as well, but you
Hmm.
want to be, in my opinion, it's like if I want to play football, bro, I want to win a Super Bowl. I don't want to. I'm gonna
Facts.
get the checks and all that stuff too, MVPs, all that come with it. But the ultimate goal is, bro, I'm trying to get something that not many people can get, bro. So
Exactly. And you had to put the work in to get it. You know what I'm saying? I had to, you
yeah.
know what I'm saying, week in, week out. Not somebody who's just wishy washy. Some days I feel like doing, some days I don't. If this is what you do, this is your passion, you wake up thinking about it, you go to sleep thinking about it, and you just continue to build on your career.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's up, bro. Definitely, bro. And I know I can speak for all the fellas here, man. We definitely wish you the success. We're gonna be looking out for you for
Appreciate
TVs,
you.
movies, all of that. We'll, keep in touch, bro. You know I got your number, man. You know we
You
talk on
already
the book
know.
too. I
Yes,
I,
sir.
I want to know, bro. When that thing get cleared, we want to know what album is gonna be on, bro, so we can listen for it.
You already know.
So when
You
they ink
already know.
dry and everything good, let me know.
As
So
soon as
we
they
definitely go check
as
in.
soon as I get that email that everything is complete and fine and good, then I will. You already gonna know because
All
like I
right,
said, I
man.
don't like to talk about nothing, and
Yeah,
so
for
because
sure.
when I make a you on my Facebook, when I make an announcement, it's because something happening. I don't be like, hey, this is that and another. I make an announcement to let you know, hey, this
Oh
is what
yeah.
going on because a lot of people do that. Yeah, coming soon, and then it never comes. It never happens. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Like.
me and
Mm-hmm.
DC talk about that. DC, he's notorious for that. He be like, yo, I got this going on, but I don't want to talk about it right now.
Facts.
And I'm like, all right, all
Till
right.
it's done, bro. It's not done until it's done.
Exactly.
You
Like
know,
it's
and
like you
don't
make it to
jinx
the
yourself.
semifinals. You make it to the semifinals, they want you to be happy. Like no, the job ain't done. Like we ain't
Mm-hmm.
celebrating until we had the championship and it's the last game and that's it. Then we can celebrate because a lot of
Yep.
people celebrated and then they was sad at the championship. So
Yep.
you know what I'm saying. So I definitely not trying to do that.
Well, that's what's up, bro. That's what's up, man. So you in VA, bro? Who your teams you pulling for, bro? From sports side, you Washington, you Baltimore.
Nah, man. Well, I mean, I support Baltimore and I support Mike Tomlin because he's from VA and the Steelers. But I'm an Eagles fan. I have been
Ooh,
since Cunningham. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my
yeah, it was a
guy.
tough break. Y'all got y'all,
Yeah,
dang,
yeah.
y'all got my guy from Bama, even though he went to Oklahoma his last year, but Jalen
Oh
Hurt.
yeah, man. Hey man, this is like I've been in sports for a long time, so like I take the emotions out of it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I've been through a lot of losing seasons. I've been through a championship season. So at this
Mm-hmm.
point, ain't no joke I haven't heard, ain't no diss I haven't heard. So I don't even like engage in arguing no more because I've been,
all day.
you know what I mean. When you've been in sports this long, you know what I mean. It's like you can't get all wrapped up in that no more. I'm
Yeah,
happy
bro.
if we win, and if they don't, guess what? I'll see y'all next year.
Right.
I would say that, bro. That you know what, bro? That's real. That I would say that ain't a line from my man Stan right here, man, aka Rothstein. That ain't a line, bro. Because I'm not even gloating because we played each other in the championship in football.
Yep,
I did get a
facts.
dub,
Yep,
but
y'all
I would
got the
say
chip.
this. I would say this though, because we was rivals like a mud, bro. Because it was smoke that started like we played them in the season too before the championship game, and there was some smoke at the end
Hmm.
of that game.
Yeah, it was.
But there, at, after that basketball season, seen him, played him. I had a homeboy who lived in K Town where he lived at, so I used to kick with him, and then we used to be at that rec center. Bro, he was
Yep.
the only one that showed love though, because everybody knew I was like, bro, you ain't from here, bro. Like you at that other side, but he was the only one, bro. That was like, bro, it ain't even. What's done was
Yeah.
done, bro. We just hooping. So I would say, bro, that's real. That's like real talk. Cause I remember we used to go hoop, bro. I used to get like the stares, the meme hugs, all that. I'm like, bro. And he be like,
Nah,
bro,
man, you
come on,
got to
bro.
recognize
And he be
real,
like, yo,
man.
I'm picking
Real.
you, bro. Run with me. He be like, yo, run with me. We playing, bro. Run with me. You know what I'm
Man,
saying? And
listen,
that
people
was just
be mad
love.
at you, T. People be mad at you when you
Yeah.
good, man. When you do good, people be mad at you. If you hooping, they gonna be mad at. I respect people who do well. If you doing well at what I do, I give you love. I don't be like hating, like, oh, why I ain't doing that? Why does he or he think? Nah, I say, yo, you could hoop and you could play football. So it's like I give you respect, like respect. You know what I'm saying? You gave me respect back. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, but you
that's
stand
why
up,
we
dog. I
was always
appreciate you though.
cool.
Cause you looked out for me. Cause I
Man,
knew there was a lot of smoke and I was by
yeah,
myself,
I
bro.
know, I know, and I had to tell him. I said, "Yo, chill." I said, "No." I said, "He cool." He cool. I said, "Nah, he cool, man." Yeah, you know what I mean. But that's what I'm saying. They just salty over some sports stuff, not who you are as a person. You know what I'm saying? So you always was a stand up dude, my guy.
Man, I appreciate you, bro. Saint likewise, bro. And I'll be on the lookout, man, because we waiting on that Facebook post, all that. I'm gonna tag the homies here. Cause that's the reason why I seen you got voted. I'm like, bro, I've been reaching out to you like last 2 months. You gotta get on the pod, bro. Now you about to get busy, bro. We need to get a show. But you get too busy.
Yeah, not for my people, man. I like people who know me like for years and years and years, man. That's what I'm saying. Like people like don't change when this and that. I'm like, bro, I've been the same way. Anybody who know me know I'm, how I am. I'm the same person, same
Yup.
mannerism, same whatever, because that's all I know how to be. I just happen to do something good or very or well, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So that's why, like, even on the music industry side like I learned a lot. Like I had to go through trial and errors. I had to meet some snake people. I had to, meet scammers and meet
Mhm.
all these different people just so I can learn and understand what I'm getting myself into. Now that I know that this one, you could put a record out and possibly make endless amount of money, and even much so that your family still eats off your money. You know what I'm saying, and everything like that. Like you just, it's an opportunity to you know what I'm saying, make a lot of money just creating music, man. And so it's you just gotta know what you're getting yourself into.
That's what's up, bro. Appreciate that, man. And lastly, man, let everybody know who listening. Anybody listening, bro. Like where can we find you, bro? Where can anybody look you up?
Yeah, man. Just look up Rothstein Beats. I am Rothstein Beats on Instagram, Twitter, X, TikTok, everything. Even if you just Google Rothstein Beats, it'll give you all my socials there.
Man, talk
And
your talk. Say Google me.
yeah, Google me for real. It got me like that's important too. So for any artists out there, Google your name. And if you don't have a full page of just different stuff with your name up there, then you got to work on that. So go, So like I said, I ain't bragging. I just intentionally made sure that if you look my name up, you're not gonna find no other Rothstein beats. It ain't gonna be nothing else
No, the
but
brand
me.
strong.
And yeah, you got to and you got to have your brand the same exact way. And I ain't do nothing special. I ain't did nothing that. I just researched, learned, and learned from people who've been doing it, people who are in the industry. I know lawyers in the industry. I know managers in the industry. I know A&Rs. So I ask questions. I build relationships.
There it is, bro. All day, man. And before we always end the episode, man, the homie Rod, he gonna bless us with some word of advice. For just us and anybody who listening, man, because we try to hit one person. As long as we can reach one person, man, and they get and then let it be infectious, man. But Rod, bro, what's on your mind? What's on your mind, bro? What's the words to inspire the people?
There's two things that you are in control of in your life. One is your attitude, the other is your effort.
Damn,
That's fire.
damn, Rothstein about to post that.
Yeah, I am. You know that. You know my captions. That's gonna go on my captions.
Yes,
Man,
sir.
that's what's up, bro. DC, you good, bro? You got anything, G?
Good, man. We cooling, man. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's
What's
up,
your thought
man.
on '80s rappers? What's your thought on '80s producers? Who's your
Yo,
favorite producer from the '80s?
Oh man, from the '80s, sheesh, man, you making me have to think back, man.
He
I
said
love
Dre,
the
man.
'80s. I mean, yeah, I mean, cause Dre was in the '80s. You got Teddy Riley that was in the '80s. Man, like, see, they was like musicians back in the '80s, though. It wasn't like, you know what I mean? It was like,
Mm.
oh man, that's a good question, bro. But get what the next time I come on the podcast, because I'm definitely coming back for
you a
part two.
friend,
I'm
bro.
gonna
You a
have that.
friend of the show, bro. We
Yeah,
definitely
I'm
got to
gonna have
holler
the
at you after
answers
all this smoke settled, bro. With all
for
this
sure, for sure.
you movement, bro. So definitely we'll love to have you back, bro.
For sure, man. I definitely would be back, man. I appreciate y'all, brothers.
All day,
Appreciate
man.
you, bro.
All day, bro, man. Thank you, bro. And, I always like to end this episode, man, with those three words, man, all the time, bro. Kill the music.